It started with a message. Sent at exactly 3:17 a.m. From a phone that had already been sealed in a police evidence bag. Belonging to a girl who had been declared dead 3 days earlier. The message was only 4 words. You need to run. And it was sent to herself. Her name was Alina Shah, and in a town where nothing unusual ever happened, she was the kind of person people described as predictable, kind, and almost too normal to ever become the center of something dark, something unexplainable, something that would eventually make even the police refuse to talk about her case. She lived alone in a small apartment on the edge of the city, worked a quiet remote job, rarely went out, and had a routine so consistent that her neighbors could tell the time just by hearing her footsteps above them. Every night at 10:45 p.m., she would turn off the lights. Every morning at 7:10 a.m., she would make tea. And every single day, she would check her phone. Even when no one ever messaged her. Because Alina had a habit. She talked to herself. Not out loud, but through notes, reminders, and messages she sent to her own number, like tiny conversations with a future version of herself, like she was leaving breadcrumbs in time, like she believed that one day, those messages might matter more than she understood. No one thought anything of it. Until the night she died. The official report said it was an accident. A fall. A simple, tragic misstep from the balcony of her apartment. No signs of struggle. No forced entry. No witnesses. Just silence. And a body on the pavement below. But there was something that didn't make sense. Her phone was still inside her locked apartment. On her bed. Screen cracked. Battery at 3%. And yet, 3 days later, it turned on. At exactly 3:17 a.m., the phone lit up inside an evidence locker in the police station, vibrating against cold metal, lighting up the dark room with a glow that should not have existed. An officer on night duty heard it, checked it, unlocked the device, and froze. Because the message was sent from Alina's own number. To Alina. Timestamped. After her death. You need to run. At first, they thought it was a glitch. A delayed message. Some kind of technical error. Until another message came. The next message arrived the following night. Same time. Same phone. Same impossible origin. But this one was different. Longer. More urgent. More aware. You didn't fall. You were pushed. Check the camera. The police checked the apartment again. There was no camera. No hidden device. No recording system. Nothing. But when they went back, something had changed. Alina's apartment, which had been sealed and untouched, now had something new inside it. A small, cheap security camera. Placed directly facing the balcony door. It wasn't there before. It wasn't listed in evidence. No one had entered the apartment. And yet, there it was. They played the footage. And what they saw made no sense. Because the video didn't show someone entering. It showed someone already inside. Standing in the dark. Watching. Waiting. Not moving. For hours. Until Alina stepped onto the balcony. And then, just as she turned around, the figure moved. They enhanced the footage. Zoomed in. Frame by frame. Trying to identify the person who had been standing in her apartment. And that's when everything fell apart. Because the face, the shape, the outline of the person. It was her. Not someone who looked like her. Not a trick of the light. Not a shadow. It was Alina. Standing inside her apartment. Watching herself. Before she died. The last message came 3 nights later. Longer than the others. Almost like a confession. Or a warning. Or something much worse. I didn't know at first. I thought I was dreaming. I thought I was watching a memory. But I wasn't. I was still there. Still inside. Still waiting. And every time I tried to stop it, something changed. Something reset. And now I understand. It wasn't someone else. It was me. I was the one in the room. I was the one watching. And I was the one who pushed. The case was closed quietly. No official explanation. No public statement. The footage disappeared. The messages were erased. The phone was never returned. But here's the part no one talks about. Months later, another phone, in another city, sent a message at 3:17 a.m. to a girl who was still alive. The message said, "Don't open the balcony door." And this time, it wasn't sent to herself. It was sent to you.